So in the last episode, we got invaded by Huang Shao and completely crushed him. While we were fighting him though, the Yellow Turbans did spawn a rebellion at our farmland and we were not able to hold them off of it, so they took it. We're currently sending our main armies over to Onding's farmland to retake it, and in the meantime we have two other rebellions that spawned in the back of our territory at Wui and Jinqing. We put an army on the field at Wui, which did cost most of our money, but we had to do it because we really want to take out this rebellion, and we want to take out this one that's sieging Jinqing as well. At Jinqing, we can send out our defenders to actually attack them while they're sieging us, but advisors predict that we get a crushing defeat if we do that. If we could somehow manage to take them out though, it'd be really good because the longer they siege, the more damage they will do to our city, and eventually our city will run out of food and they'll just be able to take it over. When being sieged, it's best to just attack them right away if you can, and so we're going to try to do that. We're going to attack them on the field. Alright, well on the bright side, the enemy is charging into us. Now I'm going to keep our archers hidden in these trees. They're not going to be hidden once they start firing, but if they are in trees, they get range resist. Now I don't know if that affects their shooting accuracy. We also have kind of a weird oil placement. I wasn't sure exactly which side they would attack from. I assumed it was straight, but no. Alright, we're now exchanging arrow fire with them, and we're gonna try to get our cavalry into their archer line. We also need to try to burn these. Oh wait, the oil is burning. Like, they burned it as they walked over it. I don't know why. The enemy set the oil on fire, which makes no sense. I don't know why they do that. The enemy does have 3 generals though, which is gonna kind of suck. We're gonna need to make sure that our spear guards are ready to just take those guys on. And yeah, our cavalry are getting their archer line. That's really good. They're all flashing actually. All their archers are flashing. They're all like actually gonna run. Which, wait, they're all perma running. What? They're permanently routed. They are done with this battle. We'll have our cavalry just run because they're kiting a lot of their infantry. That's really good. And meanwhile, on the back over here, our archers are just laying it on them. And these are medium archers, by the way. Like, our units are actually pretty high tier here versus their units are really low tier. And yeah, the enemy has no more archers, so this is really good. We're just gonna have our archers lay into them and we'll keep kiting them around with our horses. So far, this is going really well. The enemy generals are still chasing our cavalry and our archers are just picking them apart. Like, these peasant warriors are getting ripped up by these archers. They don't have any shields, so they're just getting ripped up. Like, they have no chance to block range attacks. We'll have our horsemen charge into these guys from behind, and yeah, they're just wrecking their peasant warriors. These guys are all flashing. That was just a terrifying charge, and yeah, these guys are all running now. And we actually have call traps that we can lay down that we have not laid down. We'll put them in front of their generals. Maybe the generals won't see. I don't know if the enemy can actually see call traps. It looks like their generals might be walking through them though. And yeah, their generals are walking right over them. I don't know if they're doing, yeah, they did 1k damage actually. His HP went down from 19 to 18. It's now just their generals against our spearmen, which actually can do pretty good damage to generals. They have armor piercing damage. Oh, this guy's flashing at pretty much full HP. That's really good. He's at 8 morale only. Most of their units are routed already. I think it's just their generals. And yeah, this guy's routing now. Just 2 generals left. Their morale is pretty low though. 6 morale on this guy, because yeah, he has no more units left. It's just him. This girl's about to run. She's flashing. That general's running, and yep, there we go. We won. That was actually so easy. We were supposed to get a crushing defeat, but we ended up pulling a decisive victory, only losing 150, and the enemy lost 509. Oh, so much for their siege, and they actually just gave us 10 intimidation. That was actually pretty nice of them. We'll ransom their troops. Though we were victorious, they were able to retreat, and they will replenish their units eventually, but it's going to take them some time. After we ended turn, the Yellow Turbans decided to attack our large town of Wui, and our units are not replenished yet, but I still think we can take them. We have 600 versus their 1100, and our advisors predict a crushing defeat. The enemy's attacking his 6 towers, and we set some oil in this capture point. It looks like they're just walking over it too. Like, they are getting cooked alive here by this oil. A lot of their units are just kind of confused. They're like, yeah, should we walk over the oil? Yeah, we should probably walk over the oil. Like, it feels good to walk over oil when it's on fire. And yeah, it's not really doing all that well for their HP. These guys are like, yeah, should we? Yeah, let's do it. And yeah, the redeemed outlaws are losing all their HP. We got our horsemen coming in from behind. It's looking like these guys actually might all run if we use Roar the Beast, one of Zhengliao's special abilities. All their units are actually fleeing. It's just their generals left, who all have about 23 morale. If we use Roar on them, I think their generals will actually just run. It lowers their morale by 18 for, I think it's like 30 seconds. And yeah, these guys are flashing. They're all flashing now. 2 of them are running. And are you gonna run? Yeah, they're all running. I think that's it. Yep. Oh, another crushing defeat turned into decisive victory. We lost 53, and what does kind of suck is we lost 2 mounted saber militia. Retinue armies of mounted saber militia rather, and they're not going to replenish at the end of our turn, whereas most of our units did. We'll have Niufu run down this rebellion and we'll finish these guys off. Zhang Liao also leveled up and he has an upgrade that allows us to fight as a night battle, which is really OP. Because it's a night battle and they lose 15 morale, their generals are starting at 15 morale, 12, and 12. The most morale the enemy has is like these redeemed outlaws have 28, but the rest of their units are pretty low on morale. Like these archers have 2. Just getting our units next to them is making these guys flash already, and we're gonna have Zhang Liao get in here and use roar. Well, wait, where are the rest of the generals? Oh, here are the rest of their generals. Yeah, we're gonna use roar on all their generals. They're probably just gonna run. Yeah, they're all flashing. The generals are flashing. They're all running. Which units are not running yet? The redeemed outlaws, I guess. That's it. Yep, that was quick. This turn we might actually be able to retake Onding's farmland as well. I don't really care that much about the farmland, but I mainly just want to take out this rebellion. It is super strong, and if we just leave it sitting around, it's probably going to attack us. We'll bring both of our generals up here, and Dong Zhuo should be able to make it into Onding's farmland. Yep, he was able to make it in. All those calisthenics he's been doing have really paid off. We only have 678 units, and the enemy has 2,500. However, our units are very high quality, and theirs aren't. We also have Lubu. Well, this guy wants to duel Lubu. Lubu's just not that great in duels. Like, his main thing is that he's really good at just mowing down units, but he's not like this amazing duelist. Like, yeah, he's probably just gonna shred the enemy general, but he's gonna lose some HP doing it. I'd rather have him just start mowing down these archers and use rage in the middle of all these archers. Oh, and those peasant warriors just got completely wrecked. So I never really explained the way rage works. It's Lubu's own special ability, and it's not a unique ability necessarily. Here comes their general. Let's use our Reign of Terror buff, and let's start shredding these guys. Their generals want a tango. Oh yeah, this guy does not want a tango. And another one on him just chunked him super hard. He's flashing now. I don't like our strategist being in here. This guy has gotten wounded so much too. We need to make sure he doesn't get killed here. I like having a strategist nearby because he has this buff Hidden Strike, and I think when he uses it, if he attacks an enemy general in melee, he will lower their armor and speed. So it's a really nice buff to use. It's just that he has really low armor and we don't like him being in the action. Yes, good, exactly. This is about to be really good. Here comes Lubu's rage, and these archers are not going to be feeling too good after that one. Yep, 3 of them are flashing actually after 1 rage. The enemy had enough of Lubu toying with them, and they are now in full charge. As I was saying earlier, Lubu's rage is an AoE ability, and other vanguards have it, except other vanguards have a much smaller AoE, whereas Lubu's rage does a little bit less damage, but it's in a way bigger AoE. The damage doesn't really matter, unless maybe like you're attacking a general with it, which you don't really use it on generals. Like, you want to just get into a group of units and use rage. Just for winning that battle, we got 1,000 gold. We took out all of them, and we only lost 130 units. We also gained 10 intimidation, and yeah, we'll occupy the farmland. At the end of the last turn, apparently these yellow turbans are sieging Jinqing again, even though they have not replenished at all. This time around, it says we have superior forces though, and advisors predict a decisive victory. I think we're just gonna delegate it, because yeah, we had like 600 units, they had 164. Ooh, we get 848 gold for winning that, and we only lost 99 units. That's okay. There are garrison units, and they're just gonna replenish over time anyways. We also get intimidation. These yellow turbans are actually kind of feeding us a little bit. That brings us up to 5.6k. We were at like 2k not that long ago, and we're not even gaining that much income. We're literally just getting rich off of battles at this point. We also had a pop-up earlier that our animal tamer actually tamed a new mount, and it gave us a unique mount, this white elite, which is a really nice mount. It's not that quick though. It's actually really slow, 53 speed, but it's super fat, 2.5k mass, and I believe the way the mass works is that it can just kind of maneuver around units, and I think it does like more charge damage AoE. Correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comments though. There's just really not that much information about how mass works. It's going to give Dong Zhuo 10 extra charge versus the mount he was using, which was this exceptional black stallion. And he wasn't really making use of the black stallion's cunning, although the 8 authority on the white elite actually does help him a bit. The more authority Dong Zhuo has, the more satisfaction our generals get, which is nice. It doesn't really transition that well, and like 8 authority wasn't even 1 satisfaction, but it also gave his retinue 2 more morale, which is nice. We also have this girl Fei Jianjing in our candidates, and I think we're actually going to recruit her because she does have this master's leather, which is a exceptional item, and I think the item alone is worth more than 1k, so we might as well just recruit her. There's also an assignment we can ever do, although we're currently doing 2 assignments. Changyi is doing agricultural exploitation because we're actually running out of food, and if we have him stop doing this assignment, we're actually going to be running at a food deficit. However, Zhangyan does own Zihe's fishing port, and we own the small city of Zihe. He really doesn't want to part with it. It's going to cost us nearly 30 trade points, but we can coerce him for nearly 24 trade points. We'll also give him over an expert's leather, which is a sentinel chess piece, and sentinel chess pieces just kind of suck in my opinion. To finish off the deal, we also have to give him 719 gold, but he will take this deal. And actually after doing that, our our power increases. We're now Marquise, which opens up another administrator slot, and we have a spot for a counselor. Part of me kind of wants to give that spot to Bishi as he is level 5 and he really desires a higher core position, but I think being promoted to these positions actually does give XP over time, and we want Gong Sung Zan to gain XP over time. Now I might be wrong on this. If I am wrong on it though, it still does make Gong Sung Zan happy, and when he does level up, he's going to want a higher core position anyways, and we really don't want him to leave us because he's actually really good. It does make him have a salary cost of 450 per turn though, but it does increase our income from peasantry by a percentage, which is probably going to actually make us net lose money per turn. Yeah, we're losing 112 per turn. We were gaining, I think it was like 148 per turn. We also had an extra administrator slot open, so I made Bishi the administrator of Jincheng, and that made him really happy. He's also not a bad administrator. He lowers construction costs, gives 5 public order, which is really nice. It's going to make it so it's going to be harder for yellow turbans to spawn rebellions near Bishi now, and he also boosts income from all sources by 25%. He was actually the best person for the job there, so that worked out. It did end up costing us 200 more per turn though, so we're now losing 300 per turn. This next turn we started losing 730 per turn, so I had to cancel Jincheng's upgrade. We were upgrading a Silk Road trading post to a Silk Road caravan post. Canceling that gave us a bunch of money back, and one thing I noticed is that we now are gaining 20 food per turn, so one of our trade deals actually ran out, and for 1 food plus a trade agreement, Junqiang will actually give us 88 per turn for 10 turns, so that's nice. That was a huge boost to our income. I traded away 5 of our food, and I was in that menu for like, I want to say 10 minutes just trying to figure out who wants food. Nobody was going to give us much money for it, and it got to a point where I was just too lazy to keep menuing through and try to get like the best deals for it, because at max maybe I could have gotten like an extra 100 per turn for like all of our food, but yeah, we were really not going to get much money for it. I also will say trying to menu through every single leader to figure out who needs food has got to be the worst mechanic in the game. And to start the next turn, Fi Xianjing is doing a assignment at Jinxing. Sentinels can do this assignment, which is really good, minus 10% construction costs and minus 1 construction time. That combined with Bishi being the administrator lowers the cost of upgrading this Silk Road trading post to a Silk Road caravan post down from, I think it was like 2500 to 1887, and it's only going to take 2 turns now to build. It's going to give us a 50 income boost as well as a percentage boost from Silk, but that amount of money is going to be boosted because we have a big boost to Silk income at Jinxing. With that, we're now down to 1k and we're losing 225 per turn. However, we are able to attack Chang'an this turn. I know Huang Shao is over here somewhere and he might be setting up an ambush. I'm kind of scared. Nope, Huang Shao is actually in the city of Chang'an. This might be kind of hard to take. We're still going to try anyways though, and ideally we don't have to march Dongmin over here. Ah yes, perfect. They can now attack, and Dongmin is not marching, so he's not going to be tired in this battle. We actually don't have as many units as I thought. We only have around 540, and the enemy has 2,560 units. Oh, and we actually cannot attack them this turn. We have to build siege equipment. Apparently this one trebuchet is not enough. Maybe it has to be fully healed up, I don't know. But yeah, I guess we'll just build a battering ram or a siege tower. We'll just do a battering ram, and I think if we do siege them this turn, the enemy will try to attack us. I don't think they're going to allow us to just siege them, which would be good. We do not want to fight these guys in their city of Chang'an. And yeah, just as I thought, they are attacking us. Now, thankfully, they are not attacking us in a night battle. That would really make me sad. First thing I noticed about this battle is Zhuo has an insane amount of buffs. He apparently has a nemesis on the field, which I think is Huang Shao. Yeah, Zhuo is Huang Shao's nemesis, and they both get this buff, which gives them a pretty good amount of damage. But he also gets buffs from having like a rival on the field too, as well as like a friend, Oathsworn, close relative. Like he's getting so many buffs. This brings his damage up to 3.1k base and 794 armor piercing, and he's actually doing more damage than Lu Bu here. Lu Bu is doing more armor piercing damage though, so it is a little bit different, and he's gonna be better at killing generals. And their general buffed Huang Shao. Oh no, that's not good. We have a 3v1 here, and we're gonna use Hidden Strike on Huang Shao. Hopefully that'll hit him. Wait, we just completely clobbered him. Wait, what? Who hit him? Oh, we just killed him instantly. Lu Bu took a lot of damage there, though. That does kind of suck, because we're gonna need Lu Bu to kill a lot of these units. But yeah, this general is actually done too. Dan Kong is completely donezo. Was it worth losing all the HP on Lu Bu, though? I think he took the brunt of both their generals' attacks. It is good to get Huang Shao off the field, though, and their units are gonna be losing a ton of morale. Like, these guys are actually flashing at full HP, because, well, currently getting mobbed by all of our generals. Our units are already kind of winded. Like, Lu Bu is a bit winded. Oh, and that was a nasty charge. That wasn't even a rage, that was just a charge. This is a big group of units. We're gonna rage on these guys. Oh, this is a good angle too. Oh yeah, we completely destroyed these redeemed outlaws, and then we took out a lot of these archers too. We need to take out all these archers before we do charge in with our cavalry, and Lu Bu is in there, and they're actually running already almost. Oh, that was such a huge rage. He took out so many units just now. They only have 2 groups of archers that are not running, actually. Now we're going to charge in with all our cavalry, and we're going downhill, so I think we get a bonus here. And we should just start shredding all these outlaws and these paragons too. None of these units are braced, so our cavalry are completely fine to charge in at them. And yeah, they're all running now. That was a really good charge. Let's take out these spearmen now, which are about to get shredded. Oh man, the cavalry charge is just nuts. They are getting run over. Wait, and the enemy does have some archers left. We need to get over there with our generals. Although we do have a ranged block, so we can actually block for a bit, and that'll give us some time to get over there. With Lu Bu leading the charge, let's use this Reign of Terror buff, and let's use Lu Bu's rage over here on these spearmen. It's hard to see, but oh, that actually destroyed these peasant spearmen. They got completely wrecked just now. And now we got to charge into these archers because Dongman's range block buff did just run out. So we just got to make sure these archers are running and not firing at us. Which it looks like we're doing a pretty good job of chasing these archers away. These guys are running. They're getting mobbed on by Lu Bu. And Lu Bu's over here in a group of, like, how many is this? He's getting shredded, kind of. Just use rage, whatever. Usually I like to change the direction. Oh, that was actually pretty good. You got a lot of these stalwart shields, actually. But yeah, he's really low on HP now. I think it's just these bringers of peace left, and we're just gonna mob them down with our cavalry now. They are unbreakable, though, so we're gonna have to finish all them off. And yeah, they're actually pretty good in melee, I think. And I think after we take these guys out, yep, that's it. Heroic victory. Yeah, I'd say that was pretty heroic. The battle predictor said we will lose a pretty awful defeat. I think it said decisive. But needless to say, we did not take a defeat. We only lost 70 units and we killed 2162. We got some money off of that, and we got some intimidation, and we can ransom their troops too for some more money. I'm so glad they attacked us there, because now if we attack into Chang'an, the enemy only has a garrison of 349 units, and it's going to be really easy to take. Since it's raining, it's going to be harder to set their towers on fire, and so we're just going to break through this fort wall using non-flammable shots. We could also try to knock down this arrow tower, and using non-flammable shots, it's actually going to be a bit more accurate. It's probably not going to burn, so yeah, we might as well just do that. And actually, they're pretty accurate. On the first volley, we nailed it. It's at 53%, 83% damage. We hit that volley too. We hit the last one, so that was like 4 hits, 4 misses, or something like that. With that, our trebuchets are completely out of ammo. We'll just toss a flaming shot right into these spearmen gang. I don't really care if it hits. Okay, yeah, that didn't hit at all. But our trebuchets pretty much did their job. Now we're only attacking into this one arrow tower. We're not just going to charge into this breach. I don't know if we want Lu Bu to charge in first. These guys are braced. It's kind of annoying to have to charge into a braced spearman line. Oh, well, they don't have that many of them. And yeah, we're just going to charge everyone in and try to break through these units as quickly as we can. Reign of Terror, and let's take out this general. Zi Fang is getting shredded. He is so, yeah, he survived for about maybe 10 seconds. After breaching their defenses, we're charging into the city, and we're leading with our strategists because we've been wanting to kill these guys for quite some time. They're just being really resilient. But we did end up killing 2 of them, and we're about to kill Zhang Zi. We've dismounted him over near these towers. We have taken their city though, and they do have a bunch of melee units trying to retake it, but they can't because we have too many generals on the field. Looks like they're just gonna be content with letting us capture it. We don't actually have to finish these guys off, which is nice. It will save some of our generals some HP. And meanwhile, Zhang Zi is running. I don't know if the tower's gonna be able to kill him. We can't micro him anymore. And crap, he got out of the tower range. He's gonna survive. Well, we ended up losing more in that battle than we did in the previous one. Most of these units that we lost were archers though. We were very careless with our archers there, and I don't really care if archers die. The main thing is we did end up actually killing off one of our strategists, which is amazing. And after taking this, we get some intimidation. And can we replace our dead general? Wait, there's no option to replace him. I wonder why that was. Maybe it's because all their units were knocked out. Zi Yin Yang went back to our court after getting knocked out too. Wait, why is this happening? I'm so confused. Well, we're gonna try this again, and we're gonna put Zhu Huan on the field this time with, I guess, like 2 groups of archers. Actually, maybe we should just put some mounted saber militia in his group. They're cheaper per turn, even on a strategist. Zhang Zi wants independence, and he wants to take Zihi from us. Yeah, no, that's not happening. We're denying you independence. It's funny because we were trying to kill him off anyways. Like, this guy should have died in the last battle. Well, he does have resilience, so we have to kill him like 3 times. And like, we can't really kill him because that's gonna upset people, and we don't want to just let him go because he's got our level 4 trebuchet on him. So we really want to figure out a way to make him die of quote-unquote natural causes. And we're gonna try to kill off Zhu Huan in this next battle at Chang'an's Jade Mine. So the Jade Mine layout is actually really easy to attack if you do have archers with flame arrows, as you can actually get behind these towers and flame them down, and these towers actually can't shoot at you. We're gonna try to burn these down with our trebuchets. The good thing is if we miss, we can hit some of these G defectors. I think we just killed 1. And yeah, we missed again, and we hit a bunch of their G defectors yet again. Oh wait, this thing's burning. Actually, it's at 100% fire damage. Now we'll go for this tower. This tower's burning too. Now we're gonna aim for this one, and we'll see if we can get even this tower and maybe this one down, because these have a pretty good radius and they can shoot us as we try to get in. Got a direct hit on that one. I think it only takes 2 hits to burn the tower down. And yeah, that'll do it for that one. We still have 8 shots left with the trebuchet, so we should be able to burn down this tower too. Hit some of their G defectors with that one. Ooh, and yeah, we actually got a lot of them there. Another direct hit on their G defectors, and we got a direct hit on their tower there. Very nice. And that'll do it for their towers. Oh, and I actually almost forgot, we gotta kill off both of our strategists. We already killed one off, and now we're gonna kill off this guy too. He's running now, and they just are gonna let him go, but the towers are still gonna shoot at him. No, he's gonna be able to get away. Unfortunate. We unleashed the rest of our trebuchets, and we just ended up charging into them. They did not put up much of a fight, and we just kind of broke their alliance pretty easy. And yeah, that one was really easy. I do think we did lose a few cavalry though, because we did have to charge in. We took out their Jade Mine, we only ended up losing 37 units, and we did wound one of our generals, which is great. Oh, we captured Ruan Wangquin, who has a Warglaive, and we also got an item drop. Let's kill this girl for this Warglaive, and the weapon that dropped was this Refined Stone Axe, which is nice. It gives some instinct and satisfaction. And we can give this to generals that are unhappy like Dong Pishen. We had another Yellow Turban Rebellion spawn at Onding, and this layout is so easy to defend because we got 6 towers over here in the middle, and we can just light this oil. They cannot walk over the oil, and we'll light this oil on the side over here on the left, and they cannot walk over this either. I mean, they're gonna try, and well, yeah, they can walk over it, but it's not gonna feel too good. Pretty much all their melee units are already running. It's just their generals that are still up. She's unbreakable, and so we're gonna have to actually finish her off. And man, she's putting up quite a fight, which does kind of suck. Okay, there we go. She's finally down. So in a previous episode, Guo Jia left us, and we just got a quest that I guess we can get him back. Zun Yu has heard word of a brilliant young official by the name of Guo Jia and offers to introduce him to your court. If we invite him, only positives happen. Guo Jia moves to the faction, and relationship deepens greatly between Dong Zhuo and Zun Yu. If we ignore him though, relationship deteriorates between Dong Zhuo and Zun Yu. There's literally no reason why we would ignore him. Because like if he joined us and we didn't want him, we could just exile him for pretty much no penalty, at least as far as I know. And so yeah, we got Guo Jia back. He's a really good strategist, although his build path is pretty bad. Like his buff Foresight's pretty useless. It gives visibility range, but it's not like some uber elite buff. And the stuff he has is really bad as far as like his upgrade path. But he's got a lot of cunning and he's brilliant, so he's good to have around. After taking the city of Chang'an, and we also took the Jade Mine as well, the only enemy that's nearby is Songjian, and so we're marching all of our armies on the small city of Hidong, which we might actually be able to take this turn. And yeah, we can get everyone pretty much in range, and we'll attack with Dong Zhuo. Now unfortunately we will have to spend a turn of siege, which does suck, because yeah, apparently we don't have enough trebuchets, and we shouldn't have to siege. This trebuchet could knock down one of their walls, and we could just breach through their wall. Maybe we need 2 trebuchets so that we don't have to spend a turn of siege. For the first time on this playthrough, we actually have fire arrows. Zhang Liao just got the tech for it, and these are really effective against arrow towers. We're gonna have Dongmin use his range block ability on these archers, and they're gonna go in and try to burn this arrow tower down. With just 2 retinues of archers, and they're not even fully healed up, they can probably burn it down really quickly. It's at 60 fire damage. I think that's enough. 86, 90, yeah, it's burning. Doing that did cost us a lot of HP on these archers, but that was definitely worth it. We could head over here and burn down this arrow tower as well, and that would just leave this 4 tower up. Let's have the trebuchets start knocking on this thing, because we don't really have anything else for them to do. And we'll have these archers head over here and burn down this arrow tower, which is actually, yeah, it's good enough. It's gonna be going down. All right, we destroyed their fort tower, and now we're gonna have our trebuchets just attack this fort wall, and we're gonna breach from this side. If we attack through this side, which by the way is not being guarded at all, like they did not rotate any of their spear guards or anything, so we can just have our generals run right through. I don't think we're gonna even run into any towers the entire way. But yeah, through this wall we can just head over here to the right, and we can literally just make it all the way through. We will have to run into 1 or 2 towers. Here's some spear guards that are trying to block us from getting in, but they're gonna feel Lubu's rage, and oh yeah, that hurt. We took their capture point, and we used Dong Zhuo's buff, and this general is about to get killed. Yeah, she's flashing, or she's dead. Now we just gotta take out these mounted Lancer militia, who actually are doing good damage to like Lubu and Dong Zhuo. They took out a pretty good chunk of their HP. These guys are running now too, and it looks like the enemy is sending the rest of their units in to retake this capture point, so we're probably gonna have to fight them. They also did end up retaking these towers, which is kind of annoying, but if we just have our units stand on the very corner here, we can still hold the capture point, and we're barely out of range of these towers. We'll have Zhang Liao use Roar over here. They're really trying to get us off this capture point, and we're not gonna let them if we can help it. We only have 85 seconds left, and we'll capture the city, and we don't have to kill any of these guys. Looks like a lot of them are flashing though with Zhang Liao's scare buff, or debuff rather. Oh, that really hurt. The Jian Swordguard cavalry are fleeing, at least for now. 62 seconds left, and the city is ours. The enemy's got 3 retinues of units in here, but it's not enough. Our generals are too formidable, but here comes some more. Oh no. I really don't want to have our generals take any more damage than they've already taken. Let's use Dong Zhuo's block ability, and we're just gonna run over here, and we'll try to stay away from these guys for 22 more seconds. Oh, here they come. This is their final charge. Oh no. This kind of hurts. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. And that should be it. Yep. Now they're all fleeing. There's so many of them on this capture point, and they're just running like little ants. We don't even have to kill them because we're gonna be able to capture all of them, or they're all gonna die after the battle anyways. With that, we captured Hedong, and now we're gonna move on towards Shang Dang. And Song Jian's just really not that strong. He's got this army down here, which does have a crossbow artillery, but he doesn't have that many units, only 2 generals. I also noticed this girl in our candidates, Lai Shangzhu, and she not only has this stone pig, but she also has a unique chess piece, Words of the Master, which like Sentinel armor is pretty bad in my opinion. It gives her 6 expertise and does give her a little bit of charge bonus, but it only has a 54 armor base, whereas if it was like a unique Vanguard chest piece, it would have like an 80 armor base. However, it does give charge reflect to her retinue. Even if we don't end up using her, we can give this chest piece over to someone else. So yeah, we're definitely gonna recruit her. It's 1k for 2 items, 1 unique item, very worth. All right, I made it to Shangdang, Song Jian's capital, and this is where he's gonna have his final battle. He basically has 1 army. He's got 2 generals in this army and 1 general in this army, as well as he'll have Shangdang's farmland to reinforce him. Unfortunately for him though, we have a lot of units incoming, mainly a lot of generals. We have 1200, they have around 2700, but advisors predict a decisive victory. Their numbers do not mean anything to the battle predictor. So his farmland does have towers, but I don't think we're gonna have to attack into them because we do have trebuchets reinforcing us. On the right over here, the enemy also has reinforcements, and we are gonna set up all of our cavalry over here. And right when these guys enter the battlefield, we're not dueling. We are just going to absolutely clobber them. These guys are already flashing. These guys are flashing as well. Lubu is about to destroy these 56G militia. Probably with 1 rage, actually. Well, not quite, but he got a good amount of them. This general is just getting mobbed by our cataphracts. He is pretty much done for. And yeah, these archers are flashing over here. Well, so much for those reinforcements. They did not last too long. We are pretty much undoubtedly going to win this, but the main thing is, can we kill off our 3 strategists? Like, this guy's actually about to go down. We'll just dismount him. He's really low HP, and I don't think he's even going to run because he started this battle with low HP. And morale actually only goes down if they lose a bunch of HP. Okay, never mind, actually. His morale's pretty, yeah. He's running 550 HP though, and yes, we got him. No, one of our generals has fallen. That's terrible. Now we're gonna try to kill off Zhang Zi, who does have this broken heart in the corner of his icon. I'm not sure what that means exactly, because he should have multiple stages of resilience, so I'm not sure why he has that. But yeah, we're gonna have him just 1v100, 1v like 2000 actually, more like. I think he might get killed if these towers can actually be accurate here. 24 HP, 1 more hit. Literally a feather. Yes. Now we're gonna kill off this girl, Zi Yang Yang, who does have resilience too. She's got quite a ways to go still, but as she gets further away from the towers, they're less accurate. 300, she's only got 1 more hit, and she's gonna be dead. She's about to make it out. Is she gonna make it? No, she made it. Their units actually are not gonna charge out at us, looks like, although we did we set their tower on fire? Oh yeah, we did. I wasn't even aiming at it. I was aiming at the units, but apparently their tower got caught on fire too. We've been wait. We're hitting their other tower too. Okay, awesome. It might have something to do with the fact that we're setting like their farmland on fire, and like maybe we set something on fire that caught on the tower. I don't know. But yeah, we're just bombarding their units. I was gonna have our archers just come in here and flame the towers down, but looks like we don't have to do that. They're losing a bunch of morale because they're walking around in this fire. It's not like the burning oil, and it doesn't lower their HP like a crazy amount. But if they're standing in fire, which they are standing in fire, it does lower their morale over time. But yeah, these guys are flashing. I think these guys were actually like full HP when we started bombarding them too, like all of these guys. We added some more archers on Zhang Liao's retinue, and they are just ripping apart these spear warriors. They're just sitting there. Well, they're not sitting there anymore. They're now fleeing, but they were trying to hold their tower point, and there was nothing there to hold. Their towers are completely knocked out. We're breaking through their lines, and holy cow, they have a lot of units in here, a lot of archers, and they have these multiple bolt crossbows. We're gonna try to rush them really quickly. At least with one of our generals, Dongmin got through, and Dongmin's gonna unleash fury on those multiple bolt crossbows. We killed most of their melee units. It's just these archers left, and like these bolt crossbows are flashing. They are not really able to shoot while our generals are whacking on them. Well, actually, they are kind of getting some shots off. No, never mind. They weren't able to get a shot off, and yeah, they're running. Most of their units are fleeing actually at this point. They had a G militia over here. Okay, yeah, they're fleeing. We killed their entire army of 2,500 and only lost 169. And we ended up capturing Zhao Du, who will not join us. He has a lot of rivals in our army, and I think they're actually gonna like it if we do execute him. He also had an item too. And now we finally have the option to replace our dead general, because he does have these mounted sabers that are still alive. I think last time the general that got killed, their units were destroyed, so it didn't give us the option to replace the dead general. And yeah, we're gonna put Gong Xingzan on the field finally. We've had this guy just sitting in our court for far too long. Zhang Zi also died, and he was the first administrator we had, who, by the way, was requesting that we give him independence earlier, meaning that I think he starts his own faction. It's because of this greedy trait where it says increase ambition to gain independence as administrator. The thing that sucks about killing him off is he had a lot of friends in the army. He was friends with Jiazhu, Dongzhuo, Li Ru, who apparently died, and Zi Yinyang. I think they're all going to be pretty unhappy that he did die, but now we can put Zun Yu on the field, who is our new and improved trebuchet commander, and he's going to be a lot better, not only because he's brilliant, so he gives more ammo to his units and reduces ammo for enemy units. He also starts with a massive amount of cunning, so his trebuchets are going to have a lot more ammo. With that, Shangdang's farmland is now ours, and we're going to be able to finish off Zhao Du here. We'll surround him with our other generals, and we'll engage him with Guosi. So I don't know how this happened. We literally had over 1,000 units, and the enemy only had 50, but we somehow lost. But with that, we finished off Songjian, and here's our territory. We are the green. We currently have no more enemies nearby us, and maybe we'll be attacking Junjiang and Zhangyan pretty soon here, although they are our trading partners, and they're currently giving us money per turn. If we do attack them, though, we can always trade with somebody else, so it's not that big of a deal. And if we take both of them out, we can head over to Zhangju and take this guy out as well, which is actually part of our win condition. We have to destroy Zhangju, Zhangbao, and Zhangliang, and I'm not sure if we actually win if we get this condition completed. We could just go for entire map domination, or we could just try to win as quickly as possible. I'm not really sure what we should do here. If we do just go for this win condition, though, we could probably end the series by next episode. Let me know if you guys just want to see that, or if you want to see me take over the entire map in the comment section. If you are liking Total War, then drop a like. If you're not liking it, then let me know what you'd rather see in the comment section as well. I also did take about a week break. I had an opportunity to fly to Seattle and stay at a hotel for free, which I took. I have family in Seattle, and so I was able to see them. I have not taken any type of vacation for quite some time, and I feel like it was good for me to take some time off. I know it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, dude, you're doing YouTube, like you're always taking time off, but when you do it every day and don't really have a life, I think it is important to take a step back and really get some perspective on like where you're spending your time. Is it worth it to be doing these Total War videos, for example? Should I be doing something else? And on a little side note, I looked over my channel, and there's so many series that I've done pretty recently that I've just quit on, which is something I reflected on being a big negative on my channel, and that's kind of why I haven't been growing that much in the past couple months, because I'll just do something for like a week and then I'll just completely switch to something else. It's so bad. And on this video especially, I want to know what you guys think I should go back to, if there's anything that I didn't really go over that well, or anything that you really liked. Like, for example, a lot of people like Kenshi, and I was thinking about going back and doing some kind of Kenshi run. And so yeah, with that, expect the next video within the next few days. I'll be trying to grind that out, and I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you then.